It's awesome. Uh, it's freaking awesome. Oh, hey, look, my script actually works for Twitch.
You know
Did
what's
it
really
put
cool
your
about
name?
this though? It
Did it put
allows
your
me to choose whatever. Like I actually, so if they're on YouTube, on my
Mhm,
YouTube, then I can
mhm.
click on my name for my YouTube to do it instead.
Nice.
Click on
So,
my name.
okay.
It's
It looks like
definitely
it's a
pretty
little.
cool.
How's the video go? 720. That's what I'm paying for. I can't unless I go full out. Then it's. Then it's.
I honestly do. I think it's fine.
I think with what it's doing right now, I think it'd be more than fine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely, from what I've seen so far, there is no reason to keep StreamYard. That's for sure. What's up, Spider?
What up?
Um, so yeah, I don't know. We're trying out a new platform tonight, Spider. We're actually using Restream instead of StreamYard, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit better. Huh. Could be wrong. Now you have it loaded, right? You have your own setup. Are you gonna? Because it'll do
Yeah,
what,
so I've
two
set it up.
stream channels,
Yes,
the
it'll
free
do
one.
2 for free.
Mhm. Gotcha. All right, get this going on. So it does for okay. Restream does a much better job of choosing the category. So on Twitch,
Yeah,
it
I had
puts the
changed it because I was
category
actually
to
using
just
Silverlist.
chatting. I put it instead of podcast, I put it as just chatting. But on YouTube, it's dropped it into podcast and talk show. I think I'm going to leave it as just chatting tonight to see what it does. Why does everyone start
Yeah, definitely.
pinging me as soon as we go live? My thing's ping. I'm like,
I was one of the people that pinged you though.
no, this was Vegeta asking about tomorrow's raids. Did you ping? Where did you ping me?
On Twitter.
Hey, look,
Quick
did you see it left your handle in there? Did it tag you on the Twitter post? So something about the StreamYard. Remember, I was
no,
having
well,
trouble
the
keeping
thing
it in
was,
there.
so with this thing though, right? So Spider said, "What's up?" Right? So I
Yeah, I
loaded up
saw that. Hey,
YouTube,
what's
right?
up?
And so
Yeah, Restream
it,
bot.
yeah, you just said, "What's up?" Restream IO,
Yeah,
huh?
I just looked over first time chatter Restream. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Oh man.
Mark was in here earlier, hanging out, waiting for us to go live. By the way,
Oh yeah.
he'll be back. I think so. Um, well, we'll give it like 10 or 15 minutes before we spin up into everything.
Yeah, I
So
mean
we
that's
can,
fine. I figured we could just talk a little bit back and forth and everything, and
yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Scorn. Ugh. Um, not playing that game. I watched Glad. It was 6 hours long. It was disturbing as all get out. So, yeah. But I'm trying to see, I'm trying to decide, do I stay with the just chatting or do we go with talk shows and podcasts on Twitch? You know what I mean? I don't know
yeah,
which
because
one's
it's
better. I need to figure that out. Which one is going to get more audience long term? And what's going on, Mr. Mark? We're testing out a new. We're testing out Restream IO, which allows for simulcast
yeah.
streaming.
So that's what I was actually checking out at the same time. So I loaded up your Twitch channel overlap.
Uh huh.
So that's what I was like, yeah, it definitely works.
Yeah. So I got to figure out if which one's better to
So
get.
the thing that I do like about it is that the thing is posting Like if
Yeah.
there's a message, then from
Yeah.
another channel, it still posts it so people know who you're talking to and what you're saying.
Right. And that's is what I want. I want to see what the new comments. If Spider or Mark can type something or Jay, I want to see how it takes up the screen.
Okay. Wait, I was my channel. Go to your channel.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
Because I kind of like the okay, yeah.
There it is.
I kind of like the idea of having that in the
Thanks, Mark. I
rawr.
appreciate it.
So because what we have the problem before was when you go back to watch it, you didn't get to see chat, right? In the VODs. But with
No,
the
because
overlay
we're the only
on,
ones that see it. But if the overlay on is like this, then yeah, everybody can see what's being said.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll leave the overlay on.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
How's the week been, dude?
okay. Uh, long. Work was fun. Trying to get a bunch of projects done, but I'm doing a lot of study and trying to get ready for another cert that's coming up. It's a pretty big cert, and then after that cert, I've already got 2 more classes lined up after that one. That are one's called TOGAF, and another one's a SABSA. TOGAF is enterprise architecture for PCs, and then SABSA is security architect.
Yeah, Mark,
So
isn't that nice though? To have everything all in one place too.
Everything in once, yeah. So, and we can choose which one we're responding as. Like I can do a one global that'll hit all the channels, or I think I can respond as like GMDGeek from YouTube, and it'll still go to all.
So what I realized is, so if you do this, right? So if you type in this thing from here, it goes to where you type it out.
Like right here, the test.
Yeah. So
This
if you
is a
don't,
test.
so if you click on your name and type, it'll just be. So
Yeah,
if you
see,
do
this-
that, it types
Yeah, the restream host.
everywhere as
Yeah.
the person that you're streaming as.
But if you do it
But
just
if you do it
as
singly, it'll just be on that one particular place.
oh, so it won't put it. It won't put. So here, it'll do it to
Just on your YouTube.
just on my because it's not showing up on yours. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
No, I just wanted you to understand where you stand at.
Yeah. I think I'll go back to the restream one because it's easier to respond to everybody. I think I'm more impressed with this than StreamYard. What do you think?
Yeah, so far, I mean, definitely, because now you're actually live on both our Twitch channels.
Yep, we're not restricted. It's paying $25 a month for StreamYard to be able to do 3. This gives me 5, and it's 16. And if I cut the Zoom, this lets me have up to 10 guests, correct? I think it's 10. I'm pretty sure it's 10 guests, which is the same as StreamYard. That's a little less than Zoom. Zoom lets me have like 50 freaking guests, but I never go that high. So I'm going to cancel StreamYard. I'm going to cancel my Zoom. I can always resume Zoom if I need it.
Indeed, you can resume Zoom.
Yeah, but that saves me $55 a month, and I go down to 16. And then if I get things going well enough on Twitch and YouTube, then I can get more aggressive if I want to get to the 1080p streams instead of going through OBS. Now I'm curious. I need to test if I go through OBS, if that's going to.
Yeah, I did see that as a setting earlier.
I mean, it's already set up. It's already set up
to do it instead of using a browser. So I mean, there's a good chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Yeah. But no idea whose channel that was. That's yours.
Yo, Spider. Appreciate you sub, dude. 28.
But
a long time, dude.
I think in the long term, if I want to get, because a lot of people want, they're on the mobile. So the statistics, when I got the breakdown, I was looking at analytics. I think it was the YouTube analytics. I was surprised. I thought there would be more people on mobile. It was 53% of the people were mobile, watching the videos and stuff. But they even broke it down by tablets, dude. Smartphones, tablets, and some other device. I can't remember what it was. So it was interesting. So I think if I want to get there, I believe I'm going to have to go with the $49 a month, because I do want to be able to do 1080p and higher, not 720. Because right now we're capped at 720 restream.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. Like when I joined in.
Yeah, which is fine, because we're only uploading one. We're going up to there's the dog.
Yeah, but I mean, with the limit that we actually have that we can do, though, I mean, it's going to work for us, you know.
Yep, our mascot has joined us, Jay.
This is a weekly thing.
Every single time, and the other one's over here somewhere.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, stop licking me. Would you go bother your tiny humans in the other room? Yeah, you've got my arm. I got it. Come arm back. Can I? No. This dog is the neediest dog. I'm telling you, people. I mean, okay.
It's down. What did you expect, honestly, man? To be real.
Spider, thanks for the. Spider changed his name. The old
school gamer.
Okay.
It used
thanks
to be underscore. I think.
Yeah. He's throwing me off. He's messing with me. And there's this Mr. Easy Clap. How's it going, man?
Yeah, it's easy.
We're getting the new Restream platform test out easy. And so far it is much, much better than StreamYard. The only thing we've noticed is we're capped at 720 on the streams. But I think I can upgrade. I think I'm going to upgrade because I'm going to cancel the StreamYard membership, and I'm going to cancel my Zoom, which is 55. And then I can go from just take that money and put it right back in. Yeah.
Just this.
So, yeah. Easy. I have decided something, by the way. I am I'm putting freaking Medieval Dynasty on hold, man. It's fun at first, but I think that game definitely needs co-ops. Yeah, he already messaged me. I haven't responded because I'm in stream. My wife is currently out doing a girls' night out, so I don't have any idea what the plans for tomorrow are. So I have to find out from her before I can tell him yay or nay. Chances are I'll probably be home, but I know there's one of my friend's birthdays is this week, and I think we're going out to dinner tomorrow. So I don't know what time we're going, so that might impact my availability. If I had a dog, I would call it dog meat, like from Fallout. So yeah, my wife vetoed when I got one of these dogs. I told her I wanted to name a dog after the dog from John Wayne's movie Big Jake, where he just named the dog
easy. Dog. I agree. Madden is broken.
Dude, I ain't touching Madden, dude. They've been all over the feeds, and yeah, they need to fix it. It's been one break after another.
Yeah,
don't have the village. I had to play something considered. Yeah, Madden's it's like, from what I can tell on the trends on that one, because I was watching, they'll fix something. They take them a while to fix it, and then they break so much else. They're doing a worse job than Bungie fixing Destiny. It's crazy.
What's this fixing stuff you're talking about again?
Band-aids. Excuse me.
Okay. Just make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did end up, like, I was going to look at the that medieval game after we talked about last week, but now after hearing y'all talk about it,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game. I prefer it on mouse and keyboard. It's easier. They patched the XP glitch. Now XP doesn't work at all. Yeah. But so it's fun. It's a lot more involved than other survival games because you actually not only you gathering materials, but you're building a village. So you've got survival, think survival combined with Sim Cities and Age of Empires or something along those. But once they get the co-op release sometime, I think it's middle of next year, it's going to be a lot easier because you're not going to have to deal with so like right now where I'm at, I'm up down in the bottom right of the map. I've got plenty of mines and everything, but the grasslands and my building areas, I need to find somebody to trade with for farming stuff. And it's yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. So but I do want to take a moment here to show some respect to where is this at? How do I do this? Storage? No. I want to screen share. I don't know if I can make that bigger. So, for those that don't know, Robbie Coltrane passed away at the age of 72 today. I didn't think it was going to hit my kids as hard as it did, but they've been streaming apparently since it's a Friday night. They have finished Harry Potter #1, and they're well through Harry Potter #2. I didn't really understand how much Hagrid actually imprinted on kids till today. I knew they liked him as a character, and they liked Harry Potter, but my kids, being 7 and 9, they freaking identify more with Hagrid and everything than any of the other characters across the board. The second most liked character by my daughter, the freaking what is it? The horse with the wings? Not they have it hippogriff, hip, whatever that thing is that they save.
I know what you're talking about.
Somebody help us out here. Hey, dang, Joe. What? Yeah,
it's Joe.
Yeah, Angela Lansbury passed away too. Man, there's a lady named
Joe?
That wrote an article about the end of Murder, She Wrote era. She's getting destroyed. I'm not going to bring this one because she totally disrespected Angela Lansbury. You can tell that she's definitely a younger generation. She has no idea what it was like for TV and stuff 30 years ago.
What up, Jaquan?
And how budgets and stuff. What's up, Jaquan? Thanks for coming in. We're just paying some homage here to the late Robbie Coltrane, who said, "The legacy of these movies is that my children's generation will show them to their children. So you could be watching them in 50 years' time easily," which we will. Harry Potter is just going to be a classic.
Oh, yeah, definitely will be.
And not be here, sadly, but Hagrid will. And he realized, I mean, he did a lot of movies. He was in James Bond and a few others, but you know, he made a huge footprint, and I didn't realize till today just how much his character Rubius Hagrid
well, I mean,
actually
now you know how much like
with kids.
I mean, now you actually know like, how many people actually hit. You know?
Yeah, it was definitely definitely an affair. So for those that are just tuning in, Jay and I are using a brand new platform called Restream.io. It's not new; it's new to us. It's been around for a while.
We've changed things that we've streamed from for podcasts lately. From doing Zoom stuff to StreamYard to now we're doing.
Does that change
Restream.io?
Ooh, I don't like that. Let me go back to. Ooh. We'll go back to this. I don't like that one. So we're going to be trying out different.
Rid of my beard,
bro. Screen settings and stuff. I like this one. Yeah, this one better.
You can drag to move. How about that?
Yeah. Well, you can't. You can. I don't know if you can drag. You can't. It's the ones I'm missing with the bottom. There's a cinematic one, but with the tickers, I like us on the side here. So we're trying out a new one. If you notice anything wrong or laggy or anything else like that, we'd really appreciate the feedback. We're trying to get this moving more. Okay. And I think we've made the decision. I think based on what I've seen performance wise and ease of use wise,
so like
dollar value
up and rolling just to see.
So anyways, so our condolences and best wishes for Coltrane's family, and rest in peace, as well as towards Angela Lansbury. I remember her first and foremost for Murder, She Wrote, and then Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and then not Harry Potter, Beauty and the Beast, Miss Potts. So anyways, so we have some stuff in the lineup for tonight that we're going to cover and try to work through. Some of it's tech and a lot of it's gaming. I don't know what order Jay would prefer to go in. We can just go down the list if you want.
Oh, we did that one. So you took care of that one.
Yeah, I'm just going to remove them as
yeah, that's fine
as we go down. But
you know what? So I'm going to do it just like we did last time, right? I'm just going to pick, and you're just going to have to roll with it.
That works. I mean, I think I have most of the tabs up and going. So Scorn. I'm not pulling that one up. I'm not.
That's where I'm starting at.
I am not pulling up.
And I was like, that's where I've got to start, man.
Yeah,
let's talk about the score a little bit, bro.
It is not for kids. It's not just a horror movie, right? The whole idea is about birth, rebirth, letting go, and then just fading away without having any understanding. But the sheer amount of sexual innuendos and everything. I mean, it is everywhere in the game.
Over the top, right?
Everywhere. It is horror. It's for lack of a better term, it's pornography in a game. So if you're planning to play it, go for it. I'm not going to tell you not to. It's not getting played in my house. It's 6 hours long. So to me, if you have to pay for it, I don't think it's worth paying for. It's choppy in some areas. The gameplay mechanics are weird. It got hyped up. I honestly give it a 3 out of 10. And that's not because I'm being judgmental because of the graphics and the adult nature of the game. I just think it's really short. I think they played off the horror genre, combined with like Alien / Prometheus and all that stuff.
Free on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's free on Game Pass. Go ahead and check it out if you want. It's not something I'm.
It's $35 on Steam.
Yeah, I'm not.
It doesn't have a good review either, dude.
No, because it's short and it's clunky and the mechanics are not great. The graphics, it's the same thing over again. You get done with the fight, you look down, your hand changes. You look at your other hand, the hand changes. Changing weapons is really slow. Something happens, you look down and your guts get ripped open. I could walk away from the PC, come back, and I can tell you that's pretty much the same thing over and over again. There's no real direction. There's no real narration or anything. It's all visual storytelling. And yeah, I'm no. So I was working and watching Glad play, and yeah, no, I'm done. I'm not doing that. If you guys want to, and that's the thing that you're into, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you, especially since it's free on Game Pass. So this is, again, we'll use a segue to be able to say, hey, look, what value does the X Pass have? It's got quite a bit.
No, so I was looking at the video that they have on Steam for it.
Mm-hmm.
It even in this video looks clunky, dude.
What's up, God Eater?
Like as they're doing this thing, yeah, it just looks clunky, man.
Yeah. Wait, a game that's repetitive and boring, dude.
Right.
Easy. I will take. I would. Yeah, I would take the worst activity in D2 right now, and have to play that. I'd much rather play that for 10 hours straight than have to play what I saw in Scorn. Scorn just does not look like an enjoyable game to me. Now, it's not my genre, but it just doesn't look like my type of game. It's rough. It's very rough.
Yeah, I have to look at I get it if you won't try it and everything, but yeah.
They pushed it just because they were trying to push the boundaries with what they could do sexually. What can I put in a game? And honest to goodness,
I mean, for some people,
rather,
some people like it, some people won't. It's what's the word? It's got a I guess you could say niche.
A niche
audience.
genre, yeah.
So I mean,
yeah,
it really just depends, man.
I think your waifu games and stuff, your anime hentai games, have better standing than that scorn game will have. This one is just
that was it's mixed on the store though.
Yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14.
I used to
have a problem.
I used
to.
I used to have
some
problem. I don't have that problem now. I'm glad somebody else has gained that problem instead of me.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have it, but
I do too.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, what was the Final Fantasy mobile game that just got killed off? They're pulling it and taking down the servers.
Are they?
Yep.
That must have messed up.
Yeah, they made that announcement Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember where the article was on it. I know it was on Twitter, and I think Steam had a page on it. I don't remember. I found out when I was trying to do some First Descendant reviews. But yeah, right now I'm just getting ready for God of War next month. I'm trying to fill that time frame. So yeah, there's some few games that we're trying to wait. I'm still waiting to see if the beta comes out, if we get into it.
Throw number 2 at you.
NVIDIA removes. Okay, so
because I know you have a thing to show for this one. Like, I know you're prepared for your tech stuff, so I figured after your gaming one that you didn't prefer, like, for kids, your kids and stuff to see, so we can move past that and go to your NVIDIA news that you had.
So the fun one with this is, let me share, is when crypto mining was huge, and we'll use this one. This will need to transition us, Jay, to the GPU out of stock stuff, right?
Yeah, that's why.
So during COVID, one of the reasons GPUs had such a huge shortage issue was because everyone was using them for crypto mining. And since Ethereum has now been officially changed, so you can't use the GPU to mine it, and they've gone to a different platform, using GPUs for crypto mining. Now, there's some other coins and stuff you can still use it for, but they're lower value and everything else. So the demand for it is nowhere near as big. And NVIDIA, in their infinite wisdom, is trying to clear out their stock. And so this is why we believe they've removed what's called the LHR, the light hash rate limiter, from its drivers. So people might be inspired that still want to try to use it for the other coins.
They actually get a shot
and push it out some more and be able to have a higher demand. So you'll see that, and you'll see that like if we go to Best Buy, you'll see that if I can type right. Give it a second to refresh. Unavailable, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, unavailable. You can get I don't know why that power charge is in there. That's for a laptop. There must be an adapter number in there or something. Sold out, it's a lot of people are now just the Twitter's up there, Reddit's up there, between NVIDIA removing the hash rate and then where's that? That and canceling the 4080 12 gig, right?
Indeed. They are doing
they're trying to, and it didn't even get into production yet. So what we think is going to happen is they're trying to force people that want to get it, since there's a rush out there. You got this mindset, oh, I can't get the 4090. I guess I'm going to have to get a 3000 series card because the prices have dropped on them. They want to clear that out so they can still make money. And then have the availability of the 40 cards start coming pop back up. What really hit a lot of home with a lot of people on this one, that NVIDIA is going to have to do some public relations on, what we doubt that they even acknowledge it, is where they said the RTX 4012 gig is fantastic graphic card. It's 30 some odd % slower than the 16 gig. It has way less CUDA cores and 4 gigs less RAM and a lot less hardware.
Actually, if you'd like, I have the numbers for it up right now.
Okay, go ahead.
The difference in the CUDA cores.
Go for it.
So they say there's 9728 in the 4080 16 gig, right?
Correct.
There's 7680 in the 4080 12 gig.
Yep.
So it's worse than the 3080 12 gig.
Yep.
So that's the bad part, because I was pulling it up while you were talking about.
But the difference between the 3080 and the 4080 cards, or the 4000 series cards, are the tensor cores. The tensors in the next generation, so you're going to have a better performance from those. Might be less. That's why they have the leaked benchmarks putting the 4080 12 gig at roughly a 30 some odd %. No, I think it was on the low end, it was a 23% performance increase over the 3080 Ti. So it's still a good card, but it should have never been called a 4080, given the fact that you take
the 4070 is what they're actually going to call it.
We hope. So
that's the thought anyway.
Yeah. Well, they said it right here. The RTX 4080 12 gig is a fantastic graphics card, but it's not named right. No crap, really. You tried to freaking market it as something that it's not, so you could get more money out of it and piss everybody off. Having 2 GPUs with the 4080 designation is confusing. No, for end users who don't educate themselves, the only thing they're going to see, because the boxes don't tell you all the difference and they don't know how to read, they just know it's $300 less. And everyone was like, oh, it's only 4 gigs. There's a lot of differences. So we're pressing the unlaunch button on the 4080 12 gig. The RTX 4080 16 gig is amazing and on track to delight if we can get it on November 16th. We'll have to look for stock availability. I'm hoping that we get some more, because 4090 is not being available is horrible. But
I mean, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's a lot of speculation on Twitter and Reddit and from video cards and a few other commentators and stuff that we will get it'll come back as a 4070 12 gig, and instead of being roughly $900, it'll probably closer to, because of the market and the RDNA 3 is going to be out by that time, we could probably expect to see it for around $700, $699 to $749. I would hope that it would be closer to $700, but knowing NVIDIA and how they work, their greed is going to be a little bit unsurprising. See what everyone says. Joe says, and this is one of the big reasons I'm hoping that AMD GPU release is going to be really solid. I would love to give my money to AMD versus NVIDIA. Okay, so here's we're going to have to talk about that one on Wednesday. There's some benchmarks that came out and everything else, and I need more time to research them, but I did read them. Bearded Hardware pointed to it and a few others. I hate to tell you this, but RDNA 3 does not compete with the new NVIDIA 40,000 series, the 4080 16 gig or the 4090. It's not even on that level, not even on that same performance boost that you're seeing. The other part of the problem is it doesn't have the integrated encoders available yet for OBS, so streamers and content creators editing videos and doing encoding and stuff won't benefit per se from it. So they're going to have to figure out how they're going to market it. The best thing they have right now going for them is RDNA 3 will most likely work with support and have a better throughput for DisplayPort 2.1. But that's as much as I've read up on it. So for right now, I'm still leaning towards NVIDIA. But that doesn't mean down the road that AMD won't get my GPU money. If NVIDIA doesn't knock this off. Plus, Intel, I can't wait to see where the Intel Arc series is in a year from now or 2 years from now. I think
that clock speed on that 4090 is insane.
The 3.45 gigahertz.
No, I'm saying the memory clock speed on that.
Yeah,
that 4090. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit
so.
Of
yeah, there is a guy. They did the benchmarks.
Pulse Hardware.
And the thermals are really not that bad.
No, I was looking at it to see what it had on it and everything, and it's
the thermals. I was really surprised with for air cooled on these.
They definitely are, man.
They're just insane. But the thermals were actually pretty good. And what I've seen from the liquid cooling, the two different cards that are out there with liquid cooling, I'm seeing the videos and the reviews on the MSI Supreme Liquid X, and there's I think I want to say the Asus version. It was a gigabit one. I can't remember. There's been a lot of tech I've read this week in the last week and a half or so.
Me and Geek were actually having a in-depth conversation about GPUs a little bit earlier before we kicked everything off. We were sitting here.
So the question
back and forth.
I had to explain to the wife. She says, "Is it worth spending an extra $150 on that liquid cooled MSI Supreme over the Founders Edition?" And I said, "Yeah, because and it's well, yes and no. I get to save a lot of space in my case.
Yeah,
I'm actually having a lot better cooling." Even though the card doesn't get super hot, I think the average temperatures of the cards right now is 70s, low 70s Celsius.
When I'm looking the stuff up, it's not bad whatsoever, honestly.
But what I'm noticing in the majority of the test cases and games, because of the liquid cooling and it's not the thermals aren't getting to a cap point, it's able to stay at a higher frequency longer. So you're averaging 10 to 15, sometimes in some games 20 frame FPS more than the other games. I think when I saw one of them was across the board around 17% average. There's a few games where that was not true and it didn't outperform some of the other cards, but it's okay. But for me, since it's a combination big picture, you've got the new AMD processor 7000 series. Those suckers are running 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. I'm putting a 300, that Leon Lee case I'm getting for when I build it, I'm putting a 360M rad across the top of it. The radiator for the GPU for the MSI is going to go up across the back. And then I'm still going to have fans across the bottom, and I'm going to put a 140 fan in the back to pull air out, because I want to control air in and create a tunnel. So it's going to come in and out. And it's all about airflow. So people need to be very mindful of that. And Jay and I were talking about this before. Like, he's got a 40D there sitting on his desk. Very, very nice case for everything pre-40, before RTX 40. If he was to put a new card in there, the problem that we've discussed is he's probably going to have to remove that middle fan.
The center fan that's right here would have to be taken out of here, and I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's time to go with the case that Joe said last week.
Yeah. Which I, by the way, picked up. I got the white one, and I have 9 of the Leon Lee snap fans.
The white one. But Geek, I've got 3. I've got 9 Corsair fans. The ML120s.
So the reason I'm going with the Leon Lee fans is this time around what I learned. I know.
I mean, I've had them for a while. Like, they've been sitting there for like months. So I've got to use them.
So I learned after building this box, and I learned after building CB's and one other person's box, on getting ready to build somebody else's, because they're driving distance. I will never build another PC for anyone ever again that is not driving distance. Between UPS and Federal Express, the amount of crap you go through.
Anybody in the US is driving distance.
My driving distance, which means 1 gas tank. So I'm in Texas. I ain't getting out of the state. But
I don't know. Like, see, you say that, right? But I can go 600 miles in my truck.
I can do 450 miles in the tank in my truck.
Good bad gas miles.
I'm getting around 19, but I got the big V8 in there.
I do too.
And I haven't tuned it lately. When it was first tuned, I did around 21. So I could probably go closer to 5.
Yours probably doesn't need it though.
Mm-mm.
Mark, I hear you, right? Like I've got
use
the
any
Leon
fans?
Lee case fans too. The solid black ones that came with the cases. Yep. I have all those, but I'm going to use those in a different area.
Sir,
hey,
why?
Dane, you're in driving distance, though.
Yeah, you're in Florida, man. We could do a relay.
No, I said for Dane. Dane's in driving distance.
Yeah, it's a relay. That's easy enough to do. We could use the connection market to daisy chain delivery. I am not using. I'm saying I am not using Federal Express or UPS ever freaking again.
Hey Dane, for me, it wouldn't be worrying about shipping. I'll just come down.
Yeah. So
Mark, the reason I feel you, dude, with the fans, yeah.
Meet in the middle, yeah. Huh. Meet in the middle. I can't remember how that one goes. They're DMCA. The reason I want the Leon Lee ones is because they snap together and I don't have to worry about the cable management. I want really clean looking cable management. And this time around, since I needed to buy new fans because I'm leaving this system together, I went with the Leon Lees because I could snap them together. Now, I didn't need 9, so I got 6, but when I bought the case, it came with them, and I was able to get the first box of 3. If I bought it and the case, I got the second package of 3 from Micro Center for 50% off.
That's actually good.
So, and knowing that I'm going to be building somebody else's PC that's going to use the same case and the same fans.
Yeah, it kind of definitely helps out.
Made sense to me.
Well, it's just like in the process that I'm doing, it's it kind of makes sense that I have all these fans and stuff. Even like the RAM that's not in there any longer can be used for something else. So I mean, in the end, it really all boils down to like I could have put that M2 in there probably months ago and just never thought about it. But since if I swap this to the bigger case anyway.
yeah. We were talking earlier. He's like, I only got 1 or 2. And then he's looking, Jay's getting ready to help build a PC for his friend. And he's getting the same motherboard. And he's like, hey, wait a minute. It has 2 M2 slots in it. Why wouldn't I put another drive in here? And I was like, yeah, you probably want to put that second M2 in there.
Focusing. So I got the M2 because I was like, I'm going to put it in there, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, where am I going to put the M2? And because I was looking for my standoff for it, right? Because I couldn't remember what I did with it. I'm the one that screwed it into the motherboard with the screw already. So it's sitting there waiting for me to undo the screw to put the M2 in it and to screw it back down.
That's a decent laptop, Mark. That's actually a pretty decent laptop. Yeah, so
all right.
It'll be interesting to see the cases. I think we're going to see an evolutionary change.
All right, someone throw this at you now.
Mute Fury here in a second. Which one's better?
Geek. Geek's favorite thing to talk about.
All right, hold on 1 second. Someone's asking me what power options are better with the screen settings.
No, it's all good, dude. We understand.
I can't read these screenshots. He's setting up his Xbox.
Who is?
Oh, Fury. He had to reset it. General power.
Yeah, Joe, I think you're right. I think you're going to see a lot more liquid cooled GPUs as well, man. But yeah, like Joe, the one thing that me and the reason why we spoke about cases so much too is like I said last time that we talked about cases, I've got the dynamic case. That's bigger than this one. But if I'm going to upgrade my GPU, like that's the only thing that I would do to this past what I have right now. So I mean, that's why me and Geek happened to speak on it earlier. So yeah, did you fix his Xbox situation?
Yeah, he's good now. So yeah, one of the things that has come up recently as we've been going through all this stuff is what is the best home VPN solution, right?
Dan, I think I'm gonna stick with the 4080. That way it actually fit in that other case. It's not going to fit in this one.
Yeah, it won't fit in the
my dynamic one though.
I mean, it would fit in the 40D there, but you would have to do some changes, and because it's a front cooling case,
because all those. But see, that's where the
that's
dynamic case wins because the fans are against the back side over there. So because it's also long.
Hi, what's up, Irish? Yeah, so we're just chilling tonight. So I have been typically using flash routers, right, with DDWRT on them.
Yep, we've been there.
The biggest issue that I have been coming across now with how so ExpressVPN, I have to tell you this right now. CB and I tested those.
You're right, Dane.
We will stick with NordVPN because you get the really interesting thing with just running the client on the PC. NordVPN outperforms bandwidth-wise ExpressVPN by 100-fold. When we were trying to benchmark at a 1 gig up and down on their fiber at their house, Nord would do it from the PC. As soon as we switched to ExpressVPN, they were only able to get 500 by 500, which is horrible. Just really, really bad. So I have to stick with NordVPN. I've used them forever. They've got a sale going on right now for 69% off. Essentially, if you do the 2 years, it's like a little less than $3 a month. And for that length of a service, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, because mine's actually good for another year and a half. So
yeah. So I got to trying to do some research, right, and trying to figure out how I can get, because what we're getting right now off the flash routers, and I have a brand new flash router sitting right there, right? Problem is when I turn on the VPN within that device, I only get somewhere between 50 and 100 gigs or megs up and down, which is not even a 15, maybe less than a 15th of my bandwidth, my overall bandwidth, which is not good, especially if I want all my traffic to go over it. So I started doing some research and trying to figure out what everyone was using and what would be a good solution. And I came across, and I remember reading about PFSense a long time ago, and it's managed by Netgate, right? And they have some different routers that you can get. Now, they're a little bit more expensive, as you can see. Let me zoom in a little bit here.
Yeah, you can definitely see it now.
Yeah. But what they do a fantastic job of is telling you, whereas like if you go to flash routers, they don't tell you what your expected bandwidth is. So if I go to this Max PFSense security gateway, let me close these here so I can not get confused. You will see you get 8 gigs of storage or 32 gigs of storage, different prices. But if you scroll down, they're going to tell you what the router performance is. And they're going to tell you, they're straight up out of the box. You're going to say, hey, look, 2.20 gigs, that's perfectly normal for a router. I can expect all my traffic that's plugged into it to average around 1 gig up and down. But if I'm using an IP tunnel inside of it, you're only going to get around 250 megs up and down for all the traffic going across inside of that tunnel. And that's based off the hardware that's in that router. Whereas on the Asus ones and the Netgears and all that stuff, because they want to cut their manufacturing costs, you have less resources. So all of a sudden your tunnel bandwidth management is cut down dramatically. Dane, I have 1.5 up and down to the house. My family gets 500 up, 500 down. I get 1 gig up and down in this room.
What Geek is really saying is they're lucky to get the speed outside of his room.
Yeah. Well, they don't even notice. It's really weird that because they're usually playing games in here anyways. So if I go down to 8 gigs, it's not a memory thing. A lot of people are asking, it's memory. It's based on the RAM in the device. And no, this is storage. and it's running memory. But they have, if you want to spend a little bit more money. So this face facts, 250 gig up and down for your typical streamer is more than enough. That allows you to stream at 6,000 bit, which is 1440. Well, it's more than 1080p high resolution. And that's per device, right?
See, so I can have like, if you can actually get that
right, your area. So that's a decent solution. I think the 11, I don't remember what the 1100 runs at. Let's see. What is its bandwidth? Oh, there you go. That one's good too for freaking, that's small and you only get 2 ports. So you'd want to get a switch to go with it. So you'd end up spending a little bit more money, but that would allow you to have 250 gig up and down, which is perfectly acceptable, right? I would prefer not to have multiple devices. This is for sticking in a office or closet or something like that, and then hooking up to is just a side solution. But the base one here,
so, yeah, I was gonna say click on that, just in case people aren't interested in seeing them,
Yeah. So this one here, again, that's the base model. Yep. You're gonna get 250. The one that I'm looking at,
yep, is that one. That's what I figured.
Is the 4100 base. Model, and I don't need more than 16 gigs of storage. I'm not trying to do anything crazy with my home network. If I was going, because this one here is actually designed for small office, not just home office, right? Yeah. But as you can see, its ratings, it's going to it'll handle up to 8 gigs plus of traffic being thrown at it all the time, right? And the firewall in and outbound traffic at the egress ingress points, that's where traffic comes in, traffic goes out. You're getting 4 gigs. My again, I'm 1.5 up and down. I think I can go all the way up to 2 in my area, but I'm doing 1.5. But the tunnel, I can now get 960 up and down. Essentially, I can take a 1 gig up and down bandwidth, and that's everything that I want to going connected to. The other thing that's really cool about the NetSense is you can actually go into, and it's not super complicated. It's not just plug and play, but you can go in and you can designate and segment your LAN, and you can say, I want these devices that are connected in this IP range to go out over the VPN tunnel and everything else to use open internet. It also comes with a bunch of applications as once you're logged into the router, that you can download and install these packages for better firewall protection, better ad protection and things like that. So it's all being managed at the gateway or at your firewall or device level instead of on the PC, and it knocks out a lot of the invasion of privacy from cookies and from all these websites trying to do this. And like if your wife gets on the Wi-Fi and she goes shopping for here, and all of a sudden shoes and dresses start showing up in your shopping feed, you're like going, what the crap? I didn't even look at that. It helps eliminate that. So there's a lot of things.
So there. I'm just going to point out the fact that he definitely mentioned dresses first. So
she just bought a dress, man, and she doesn't like the dress. I think the dress looks fantastic, but what do I know? Dude, side note, she has a shirt that she bought. She thought it was cool. It says Mamacita on it.
Yep.
So she was in the bathroom earlier and she looked up what the word Mamacita meant. And she said, I'm not wearing the shirt anymore. And she's like, this is why everyone keeps asking me if I'm Mexican. And I'm like, maybe. Maybe. There's other reasons, but so yeah. I am 16 BPS up and down. Jeez. I would die.
No, Geek, you read that right.
Oh, no, that's 1 gig.
It's a gig.
He's a gig. Okay.
Yeah.
1 gig. Yeah, that's 60 is not bad. For 1 gig up and down, if it's cable, I would definitely get a router because they throttle the crap out of everything on that. But so this is what I'm looking at. I haven't bought one yet. I've done some reading on it. I watched a couple of videos.
Yet he's still planning to, Dane.
Yeah, I will. I'll probably have one in January or February is when I'll probably get it, because I do want to be able to run everything in my house full encrypted at full speed and not have a bottleneck.
So he's still going to run one, just not at this moment.
Yeah, essentially. So that's what I found. I'm a little bit disappointed with, again, I mean, I like flash routers. The problem I have with flash routers right now, and I've talked with their support, they don't give you the numbers. You're just buying a router and you're taking a guess. It's a crapshoot. Had I known, but that's on me because I didn't do as much research as I should have. I just took them at face value. They used to give the speed that we were after, but since the manufacturers have started changing, they don't really control that, because all they're doing is they're buying the router, bringing it to their office, flashing it, putting the DDWRT on it, or the other one, tomato, and then reboxing it and sending it out, and you can use it. It's a good solution, and it works. It is effective, especially if you're trying to get protection from being DDoSed. And it's the only one of the options. They're going to be cheaper than this solution that I just showed you. Definitely a $225 versus $400. Okay. And these aren't Wi-Fi. So that's the other thing I need to let you guys know. This is not a Wi-Fi router. It has a 4-port switch on it. The one that I'm looking at actually has 4 LAN ports and then 2 server ports, meaning that I could run servers directly to it at much higher speeds at 10 gigabit versus 1 gigabit. But I'd still have to have a Wi-Fi router, which is perfectly fine. I can get, those are cheap enough. So essentially that's what I'm going to end up doing, is I will have that.
Don't take a little bit before you do that.
Yeah. So
fair enough, man. I mean, it's definitely something to do a little bit more thinking on before, just doing.
And then if you look at their rack mount solutions, dude, those suckers are insane. But they're $2,000, and you can do 7 terabytes up and down, or gigabytes up and down on bandwidth over a VPN tunnel. I don't have that much of a pipe. So that's more business, corporate kind of environment stuff. But so that's what I'm going with. I will probably have something sometime in January or February, because I want to. And then once I do that, I'll probably find a new home for both of the flash routers that I have. I do giveaways or something like that for people that need them. Not sure yet. Okay. So the primary reasons for that is what happened with Marcus getting DDoSed and everything else. And I want to say this very, very, very upfront and open. If you can't get a link to work, or you're trying to figure out if a router actually will support it, please hit us up on Discord. Hit me up on DMs, Twitter, whatever else. Don't just buy the router thinking that it's going to support it, because the problem you're going to run into, a lot of the routers, Asus, Netgear, and all of them say, yeah, we support VPN. That's forwarding, and you set your configurations. But you have to have a VPN client on the device that is connected to the router. And you can't load VPN client software right now on PlayStations or Xboxes, or even Switches. It's just not happening.
Welcome back, Colin.
Welcome back. Marcus kept getting DDoSed before the hurricane hit. Yeah, every day at the same time, they just knock him off. I gave him some stuff to do. I sent him a link to Flash Router, and they're like, well, he says it wasn't working. So he just went and bought it somewhere else thinking it was. I wish he would have asked me, because I know slaps and all that stuff. I gave them the links that they could have used, and now he has a nice new router, but it doesn't support what he needs it to do, which is unfortunate. So make sure that you educate yourself on what VPN solutions there are. It's great to NordCloud if you're just running from the PC and you're not doing anything else. Just run the client. If I'm gaming and streaming from the same box, I can just run it from here on my PC. The new system, it's going to be a 4090 with a 7950X 3D, I hope, in it. I'll be able to game and stream from a lot easier. I won't have to turn VPN on the router, but that PF Sense, I will never have to actually turn off the VPN, because it's going to support that bandwidth. And I don't know that I ever will turn off the VPN. Right now, I toggle it off and on because of the bandwidth limitations. But once I have that new one, I don't think I'll ever turn it off.
And then you just go with it and not have to worry about it anymore. Yeah. So, I mean, that's definitely a huge plus. But, the one that you have would be perfect for me on my end.
Correct. Especially since your ISP doesn't even
they don't offer
approach its capped bandwidth.
All right, so they're finally actually starting to do that, but where they are with their fiber is literally across the road.
Yeah.
And they haven't brought it this way yet.
Yeah, I know one friend that he just spent $3,800 and he had them run it. He paid the money to have them run the fiber to his house. And I was just like, dang, that's insane. He's like, Jerry, I work from home, man. I say, I understand. I feel you. He says, I didn't want to do it in the office. Yeah, I love.
It's kind of hard to do my job from home.
Yeah, we're gonna have to add that as a topic because there's more and more companies that want people going back into the office, and there's a huge debate going on Twitter and everything else. Is it worth people going back in and collaborations? And
yeah, I've seen it a lot. Just keep popping up and everything. It's just
so like for me, if I was to go to the office here when I first got hired, it had been a 30-minute commute, 30 to 35 minute, right? But since then, they've moved office buildings. They went to the other side of the major freeway. And so the commute on a good day is about 50 minutes. On a regular day, it's like an hour and 15 minutes. Plus, that office is only research and develop. There are no security staff anywhere in the building. I would be the only person there. I would be sitting at a desk doing the exact same thing I do right now. Because all the guys I work with are either in California, Idaho, Virginia, Singapore, Japan, or India. See that problem? So they're going to have to try and figure that out.
I can't see it, but I'm hearing the problem.
Yeah. Plus, you're getting senior and principal level engineers. They're like, hey, this compensation that we want is the ability to work from home. There's a level of trust that we're going to do our jobs and everything else. So that's part of the compensation, especially since gas prices are going up like donkey. It's an interesting position to be in. So yeah, I love being able to work from home. Anyways, we got off topic there. VPN, if you guys have questions, I think Jay's been educated enough from the multiple times he's talked to me. He can help answer questions. You guys can hit me up as well anytime. Be more than happy to walk you through it. Just please, for the love of it all,
whatever.
AOG, remember, if you're going to buy a router to get yourself some VPN protection for your console gaming, it has to be an open source. It has to have OpenVPN running on it, so you can put your client information in there, your credentials, whether it be NordVPN, OpenVPN, ExpressVPN, whatever your IPA, whatever, or PIA, whatever it might be. Because otherwise, if you just buy a generic one from Costco, Walmart, Target, wherever, they're going to tell you that it supports it, but you have to put a client on, which means you put a client on your PC. Clients don't go on consoles. It's just not something they're doing yet.
Yeah, I can see that was the same issue I had when I was looking at the other one, which is why I was like, whatever, I'll stay with the one I got currently.
Yeah. So, anyways, what's next?
Anyways,
closed beta reviewers' perspectives. Okay.
Because you also put a video about this, so
I don't have one specifically about this. I mean,
yeah, but you still have video about the...
Yeah. So if you go, I apparently do not have my channel up. If you go to my YouTube channel, you're going to notice I've been a lot more active on it, right? And I've been covering the first Descendant. No, I want, yeah, look at my ugly face. And I didn't get into the beta, the closed beta, which is okay. I was told I was too small of a streamer. I wasn't active enough. Whatever. I don't care. I get it. So the reason I'm asking and brought up this topic, and I'm using the Descendant as an example, and it's not just limited to the Descendant, is do we think that when developers and publishers limit their closed beta to only big streamers, and there's a couple caveats to this, to big streamers, that hurts the beta feedback that they're going to get? That's the first question. And the reason I say there's a couple caveats is I watched probably in the last 2 days, 25 to 30 different streamers provide reviews on this. And some of them gave very fair, open-minded reviews. But more than half of them are known for a certain game that we all love to play. We have a love-hate relationship with, called Destiny. And they called the First Descendant complete crap, that it was doomed to fail, and it had all these problems. First off, they just did their very first closed beta to get feedback. Second off, they're now doing an open beta to the more population from the 20th to the 26th for Steam only. Okay, so they're moving in the right direction as long as I think they listen to the feedback. But because these freaking wannabe dumbass major big streamers being narrow-minded in their approach to it, I don't know how well they're going to take that feedback. I looked at Ibontis's review. It was very favorable. He didn't say that he 100% loved the game. He said it has potential. Okay. Eric's Gaming from the UK, who plays a variety of games, gave a very fair set of reviews. He's done Ray review on it that he came out with today. He did a mechanics review when he did his. He talked about all these different parts of the game, right? Hey, Sky. But he said, yeah, there's some repetition. There's repetition in there. These missions are limited for grinding to get materials. It feels like the same thing. Are there going to be more? So he did broach that one. He gave agreeable feedback. And then Moxie gave pretty favorable review. Excuse me. I'm looking forward to the fact that, one, this is on Unreal Engine 5. The potential that it has, because there's very few games that are built right now on Unreal Engine 5. Forspoken's coming out next year, got delayed. It's on Unreal 5, right? God of War, Unreal 5. So the potentials. But when we have the beta people that are just coming in and all they play all day long is Destiny 2 or one specific game, I think that hurts their ability to give a fair and accurate review of a game, because all they're going to compare it to is what they play, right? And I think that when you go look at it as somebody that's going to choose who's going to be able to test my closed beta, that person that reviewing it should not just say, oh, they're active on Twitch, they're active on YouTube, they have 10K followers, they do all this other stuff. I honestly think they should say, do they play more than one game? Do they play the first-person shooter genre? Do they play an MMO genre?
See, kind of like to me, though, like, based off your questions, like some of the other people are answering as you go on, just wait till you're done. But I personally think that it really shouldn't matter as much, because, like, yeah, you might be having those people give your opinion on it, but how much do they? Because I personally still feel like your smaller streamers still connect better to people, and like, yeah. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying a good portion of them still do a bit more to understand, or, like, just because they're not a huge streamer doesn't mean they don't have a solid community that would watch it or have advice on it, or, like, what kind are they do they play multiple games, not just not just like RPGs, MMOs, shooters, I mean, like, what background are they coming from playing the games? Yeah. Because if they play shooters, and if it's not exactly like a certain shooter, then it's literally just going to be, that's what they're basing off of, run and gun kind of thing. They're not basing it off of anything else. They're just going to focus on that one thing and just roll with it.
Yeah, I think they need to look at their communities too. When you bring in someone to do the
Side note, Geek, hold on. Test. Mark, what kind of pizza? I am interested.
Pizza. I forgot. I have pizza for later. No, I don't know if it was, and this was me a little bit being butthurt with their response to me telling me I was too small of a streamer to be considered. When I specifically put into, did we lose Jay?
No.
Okay, just turn off the camera.
Yeah, looks like you got something in mind.
That I put in there. I'm doing a very technical approach to my reviews. How much is the performance hit on the PC? Can I game and stream from a single PC? What is the resolution settings? What are the debugs? I look very technical. They don't have that. And they're like, well, we want something bigger. And I was just like, well, that's fantastic. But I think that's a bullcrap answer. I'll go ahead and sign up for the beta. But I think that, and I told them straight
Mark,
up.
I approve of the Coors Light. Also, JT, how you been, bud? It's been a minute.
Yeah. Why is that next to you and not in the fridge? Because it was delivered about an hour before the show, and I like to eat semi-cold pizza.
Dane, because he's going to eat it right in front of
you. Yeah. No, I won't eat on stream. I don't feel comfortable eating on stream. I mean, I might snack or something, but I don't like eating on stream. I feel weird. So I went through these 25 to 30 different reviews, and I started taking notes, and I will have a video coming out on this probably Sunday. It's a lot that I had to go through, and I've got it down to 43 minutes, and I don't like my goal. Yes, Joe, New York pizza, pizza and pints, best pizza in the area. After CB's been doing a really good job mentoring me, some of the other guys have as well. The length of my videos and stuff for YouTube. I need to try and keep. You have shorts. You have videos
JJ,
between.
You can message me on Discord if you want, man. You don't have to put it out there on YouTube if you don't want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks, JT. Sorry to hear about that, man. I've been through it. Feel your pain.
Skyman's working on Voodoo Ranger Imperial
IPAs. Nice. So one of the things that have come out since is the lengths of videos. You want to have your shorts. You want to have videos between 5 and 7 minutes. You can have your 10 to 15 minute videos, and you really don't want to have anything much over 20 to 25 minutes. And then otherwise you have just like these really long ones, and they have really click throughs and all this other stuff. So I'm playing with all that stuff, and I can say that the support on YouTube that I've seen this last week from the activities that I've been trying out might not seem like a lot, but I've picked up like, I think almost 30 followers or subscribers, and picked up quite a bit of traffic. It's getting there. So it's a day at a time on the learning. But I think that going back to the beta testers and them only focusing on big streamers that try to push the name, I think it's detrimental too, because you're going to get those streamers that put out negative videos, and all of a sudden the people are already skeptical because it's a free-to-play game with microtransactions to support it, and all of a sudden you've got people saying, well, this game sucks. Never gave it a real fair.
Did he just add the restream bot?
Wait, what? Did you restreamed it? He did. That's funny. Nicely done, Sky.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, did he just add the restream bot? Yeah, he did.
JT, man, I love you, brother. That sucks. I'm not. Oh, it's YouTube. My bad.
Ron, yeah, me too. That's why when he added the restream bot, I was like, hold up.
I was like, wait, he added the bot. Yeah. Well, no, that's Mark. I'll argue on that one. I know a lot of streamers that have the crappiest systems.
Now, see, I combat that too to say I know a lot of streamers that use 2 PCs as well to do what they do. They don't just try to do it from one. So I mean, yeah, their the stream PC may not be as high end, but their game PC is normally pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
yeah, but I think it hurts it. So they also spread information incorrectly. So let's use Outriders. I said that Outriders, the Destiny 2 wannabe killer. The one where the developers of Outriders came out and said, hey, we are a standalone game. We are not a game as a service. For $60, you're getting a game with the campaign and 3 players that has co-op potential. If you want to play it solo, you can. If you want to do the campaign solo, you can. If you want to do the whole thing with friends, then you can. But it's not a game as a service. It's never evolving. And they did say they were going to bring out DLC.
Streaming on 4 PCs, bro.
I ain't doing 4 PC setup. That's 2's good. 4 is horrible. Yeah.
No, we can't have dinner.
In a little bit. Do you guys want some Well, did you guys not eat before you came home? You go get some Lunchables, and then I'll make you guys some macaroni here in a little bit.
Hello.
Okay.
There she goes.
So they all said that Outriders was too short and sure had its bugs.
I felt the same way. Real, would you?
I think that the Outriders DLC should have been included. I think they should have pushed Outriders back and given that much more story. I think if it's not going to be a game as a service, and this is what I would have approached the Outriders at, is say it needs more story. It needs a complete story, but it didn't release with that. And I think that's where it had problems. Not because it was a game as a service, not because it should have been compared to Destiny 2, but because Outriders is its own type of game. And everyone trying to keep coming back to Destiny. I get it. We all love Destiny. Destiny's a great game, but we also love to hate Destiny. Okay?
Look, it's the people that hate Destiny the most are the people that love Destiny the most.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really how it is. Like, I understand where you're coming from that one, because we always hate on the game, but somehow or another, we always end up coming right back to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's just, wow, I need to get caught up on chat here. If, and Easy will attest to this one, if I hadn't already bought Lightfall at the beginning of the season, knowing what I know now, having played and seen and knowing what they're doing and what they're not doing, because they're doing nothing for the quality of the game, the stability of the game, the intrusion of the game to PC players because of anti-cheat and all that stuff, I would not have bought Lightfall. I'll straight up be honest on it. I would not have bought it. But because I bought it and I redeemed the season pass stuff and the ghost shell and all this stuff, I can't get a refund on it. So now, because I invested money in it, you better bet your butt I'm going to go play and get my money out of it. At least 100 hours plus. Mark, think you have fun with 490s. That's no thanks. I'll pass on that, Dane. But I'm down to Destiny like once a week on Tuesdays, possibly tomorrow to help Vegeta.
Well, the great thing is I'm down to Destiny like once every 4 months.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just having fun playing other stuff now. So
yeah, there's other games coming out. It's just a matter now of getting excited because there's actually games finally coming out that are going to take my time and my attention. We have God of War. Yeah. The DLC. I'm looking forward to that one, baby. So for those that don't know, we play. I got Jay into this one too. He did just as many hours as I did. But they released an update for Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Right, I'm not very good at Destiny. That's why I stopped playing so much.
Yeah. It just got.
But you probably want to ask like Geek and Easy for help. You don't want to ask me for help, bro.
Most of the times when I'm doing helps now, it's via Vegeta, because we log in on Tuesdays and we do our reset stuff, we do our raid challenge stuff, and that's about it. And then at night, on Tuesday night, I help CB out. We try to get him Touch of Malices. And once he has his Touch of Malice, I'm not sure what we're going to do, but he still likes to run on Tuesday nights, so we'll probably still do that. But with the games coming out that we have on the horizon, I'm just be completely honest. On Wednesdays, my focus is doing tech reviews, going really deep into technology and what's the news that week in technology and how it impacts gamers or streamers and everything. Like this coming Wednesday, we're going to talk about AV1 and its integration to Discord. And the impact that's going to have, the AV1 encoder to Discord for live streaming within Discord. So people like God Eater will stop having really crappy looking streams inside the Discord channel. It's going to make a huge difference. They've already reported again the AV1 encoder alone in Discord uplifting the stream quality by somewhere between 50 and 60%. That's a huge improvement. So we're going to be talking about that. But Wednesdays I'm going to really focus on tech talk, technology, and then gaming. But I digress. Xenoblade, they came up with an update patch, introduced the support for the new DLC, some quality of life improvements, and a little bit of some information coming on Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If anyone wants to play it, it is a Switch game. I 130% recommend it. Worth every dollar spent on the game.
So, my feeling on this is, for the game is because I didn't play the other ones on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So I just jumped in just on that. That's the first time I've jumped into their series on Switch, and it's it depends. Like I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but if you're like a fan of games that have a good story to them, or like you don't see some stuff coming, if you don't mind stuff like that and everything, then I honestly think it's a good fit for a lot of people, especially if you have a Switch and you're looking for something to play and you want a game to fill that gap for a little bit. Xenoblade Chronicles is probably a good game to get you there.
How many hours did you play it?
To still not beat it. 290.
Yeah. I mean, to do everything in the story, if you know what you're doing, they say it takes about 160 hours. I did 189. I did 189.
My problem is, shiny.
Yeah.
I run around a lot just picking stuff up and then realizing that I don't need it.
Have you checked out the day before? No, I have not.
I'm looking up as well. Who cares?
Is the day before? The day before is an open world MMO survival set in the deadly post-pandemic America, overrun by
I'm looking at it right now.
Flesh-hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food,
RTX
weapons.
On though definitely makes a huge difference for how it looks.
Yeah. I'd have to go look.
Right, I'm watching a video right now off Steam.
I know I've been watching Doughboy do the Undead series.
No, this game's not out yet.
Yeah. This one doesn't have a release March 1st, 2023, but it's coming out on Unreal 5.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now since they were talking about it.
I'll put it on my ticker to watch. Again, I'm not much of a horror person, so that might be it. As long as it's true MMO, I think you'd be all right. I'll have to see more gameplay of it. Looks interesting.
Yeah, because from what you can just see, I'm just looking at some of the stuff on Steam about it.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping I get to do the beta test for First Descendants because I want to see. One of the things I'm really curious about is to see how well Unreal Engine 5 performs. I want to see how well Unreal 5 plays. I did Division. I can't play Division because it's too much vulgarity, and I like the audio turned on and game volume through the desktop speakers, and my kids know. But it'd be interesting. My lawnmowers
illegal in Cali.
Wait, what? Oh, well, that's right up there with California banning natural gas. We're not going to go there. You can't have a gas fossil car, fuel burning car by 20 whatever. You can't have natural gas.
You got a central hub and everything, and then when you're out in the road, it looks like Division.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Division, but with Unreal 5. So the reason I want to do Descendant, I want to see how Unreal 5 works. You have Starfield is Unreal 5. You have this was Unreal 5. First Descendants Unreal 5. You have Forspoken's Unreal 5. All these games coming out on Unreal 5, and I want to see what it's capable of. Not the RTX or not the ray tracing, RTX, the RT ray tracing and all this DLSS and stuff. I want to see what the engine itself will allow and performance, because remember, you have people like Bungie spending bukus of money to try and keep an engine alive that's dying. I believe it's called Tiger. So they have to support that their own. Where Unreal 5 is its own product, has its full own development teams and everything else to build you tools to use that engine, to integrate with that engine.
Everything would be taxed, Mark. That's just life. Yeah.
I would get out of California. I think California's, and if they keep coming to Texas, we're going to kick them out.
That's what we say about people from Florida.
Mm-hmm. Well, they get washed away too soon. Sorry.
Oh man.
What
was it, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. There's tools there to do that, but their code's so messed up and they're trying to balance everything. I don't know what's involved in it. But as I was telling like Easy and stuff, I think Lightfall will be my last Destiny 2 purchase. As again, we have other games coming out. I have a list of games ranging from God of War Ragnarok to Hogwarts Legacy to One Piece Odyssey. Wait. To
what are you planning on playing Hogwarts on?
PlayStation, because I wanted the this is where I
yeah, since he brought it up,
this would because Sony freaking dumbasses, pardon my mouth, calling for Microsoft that they're going to be monopolitive, open up a monopoly
that out for you
if they go through with their purchase of Blizzard. What they're going to do, they're going to get Blizzard. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because Sony can't hold a stick to it. Sony's been going around buying studios up right and left. So they're being very hypocritical in their approaches. And then they go out and they push these things. I guarantee that when we see some point coming out in Lightfall or with Destiny, we're going to see some exclusivity, some item that's exclusive to Sony PlayStation.
Oh, you mean like
Hogwarts?
How it was before?
Yeah. Hogwarts.
Okay.
There's a storefront, a haunted store mission that lets you actually open up a storefront. It's huge benefit. So I just, that's why I'm buying on there. It's the same cost. And I already have the setup. I already have the Elgato capture and everything else. So I don't have to worry about it. Because like right now we tried, if I played Grounded on my PC and tried to stream it, Grounded is only like 5 or 6, 7 gig install, but there's so much freaking detail because of all the dang grass and bugs moving all the time.
I mean, there's a lot of grass.
It's insane.
You know how much grass I've cut down?
Yeah. And it keeps growing back. But so yeah, I'm gonna play Hogwarts Legacy.
24/7.
Yeah. Yeah. 8. Let me read these. Likewise, unless Lightfall and that year that follows being the best year ever with dry stitch. Yeah, I don't know. Dane says, Mark, I made up my mind on the fly when they announced the second lockdown after just getting off the first.
I remember when you left there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, it's
no, I don't blame you on that either.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to I'll be doing God of War Ragnarok on PlayStation. I'll be doing Hogwarts Legacy on PlayStation.
Yep.
We have the First Descendant coming out. We have the beta for that in this month. Next week will tide me over for a week or so. We have Diablo 4 coming out at some point. We have Forspoken coming out. We have Starfield coming out at some point. We have Octopath Travelers coming out soon as well. I'm keeping an eye on Lords of the Fallen, and I'm watching. I'm skeptical, a little leery of Golem. I'm glad they delayed it because they have a lot of work still to do on it. We have Gotham Knights coming on October 21st. Guy Travis was the one he stated it last night on Nabantis' stream that he was the one doing the review on it, and he got to do a bunch of gameplay, but he was under NDA, and that will come out next week, his review on it. I've heard mixed stories from people that have gotten to play parts of it in early access and beta and everything. But it's Gotham Knights rumored to be locked at 4 when you're playing at 4K at 30 frames per second. I think that's a little bit sus, because if I'm not streaming or gaming, I want to be able to play that game at 4K, and I want to be able to have 60 frames per second. Under no circumstances should I be under 60 frames per second if I'm playing a game. So that would probably tell me I would end up playing at 1440 or 1080p, which I don't want to do, so I can have 60 frames. It does have a 4-player co-op mode, which So the story seems a little lackluster in some aspects. Some of the mechanics, from what I've read and seen, seem a little clunky. But I'm waiting to see. Will I play it? I don't know. If they're co-op, if you actually truly get 4-player co-op, that means it's something that I get to go do with my friends. That right there tells me, yeah, I'll probably get it and play it, because then I can go play a game. So, because my problem now is there's so many single-player games coming out. And whoever said, was it EA that came out and said that all single player games are dead?
Yeah, it was actually, it was EA. They said it on Twitter a while back now. I remember that. They said,
yeah, so freaking close-minded. Yes, okay. That I don't understand it. We want multiplayer. Like Easy and I are talking about Medieval Dynasty. It gets multiplayer next year sometime. That's going to make the game so much more fun. I don't need to be able to go play with 30 million people. I just want my friends, a couple of friends. Grounded is fun.
Right, so you know how you're saying it next year, though? By the time next year gets here, dude, for it to have multiplayer, I'm not going to care to look at it. I'm going to have so much other stuff to play.
Right. If it's still in the Game Pass, we know what we do, but there's going to be a lot of stuff. So a lot of people are learning now.
There's a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, it's like
Medieval Dynasty's been out for like 2 or 3 years. The dog's back.
Yes. There's the mascot. Like Geek. That's got to be our middle thing from now on up there at the top. We just need a custom
picture of
the dog.
He slid off my leg with his claws. Okay, you got to get off, dude. I love you, but get off.
I hear that, Joe. I like having my Switch.
Yeah. Oh my God, he just cut the crap out of my leg.
Look, Easy. So here's what they need to do, right? So if you like the building function, right, in the Skyrim, then you just need to make Skyrim co-op.
Right. If they would just get rid
of that, and that'd be great. Like, because if you could have your own land in Skyrim with your friends, just like Grounded does with your save that you can share to other, like, you know, your people that you're doing it with, then
yeah,
that would be great to do in general.
Yeah. So
Easy, go be a game dev, make it happen.
Yeah, I think they're starting to find out that people really want.
Dan, I know what you meant.
The 2 to 4 person games, and making a game co-op. You don't have to make it open world for everybody.
No, I mean,
just 2 to 4 people, which is what it used to be. So if they're bringing that to Gotham Knights, which makes sense given that you can be Nightwing and Robin or Damian and Batgirl and Red Hood and all those, it might be interesting. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to see where it comes out, but I am interested. Again, though, Gotham Knights is coming out the same week that the First Descendant beta is coming out. So I don't have to rush into Gotham Knights. I have time to wait to see what the verdict is on it, if it's something that I want to go get. That is if I get into the First Descendant beta. Now, the developer said that they're going to open that up to a lot of people because they want a stress test.
Yeah, see,
so I'm assuming
to Geek is Persona 5 Royal comes out the day before.
Yep, and you get Persona 5 coming out in X-Pass as well. So, damn, the dog cut my leg, man. Hurts. So it says here that perhaps the most positive Gotham Knights
coming out in 6 days
has revealed the game will be getting a new 4-player co-op mode entitled Heroic Assault post-launch. We'll see what that is. So we've got that one. We've also got Spider-Man Miles Morales coming November 18th. So we've got plenty of games coming out to fill the time. I don't have to have Destiny. There's now games coming. This is coming to PC, so those that don't have a PlayStation or something, all of a sudden you're going to be able to get to do all this cool stuff. What's up with Marvel Midnight Suns? I haven't even looked at it. I believe Dane's been following it, but I haven't. I haven't really done much to look at it. Also, if you have a PlayStation 5, they have an update 20.02-06-02 .000. It brings stability and a bunch of performance increases, so make sure you update to that. Yeah, I'd have to look up Midnight Sun.
Yeah, this mixes things. Hearing on it, they've been marketing terribly, so still.
Yeah, I know that Ibontis said a couple things about it, but the marketing was just bad. So it would be interesting to see if how well it does, but I've got to wait. So
I'll wait till I hear some more about it and figure out what's going on from there.
Yep.
I'm not going to
what's up, baby?
Rush into it and everything. I'll just have to wait and see what I really think about it.
Marvel's been really leaving a lot of bad taste in people's mouths lately. They've been really sketchy, just like Nvidia, with how they treat their customers, being greedy and money grabs and all that other stuff. So I don't know. They've got to do something. But yeah.
By the way, Geek, I was going to tell you this today. I ended up picking up the Stealth, the 600 Turtle Beach today.
Oh, the headset?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
The reason I picked it up for the PlayStation.
Oh, for the PlayStation. Yeah,
yes.
I've got another one of these coming for the PlayStation.
But Geek, it will also allow me to put it on my Switch and PC. That's the whole reason why.
Go get the scissors, dude. Bring me the possessed child. Go get the scissors. Go get the scissors before I kick you out. Oh, those are the ones that Easy had.
Yeah, but see, Easy, I've had the same headset for my Xbox since it came out. And I still use it to this day.
Yeah. I had the Turtle Beaches, and then I got the new ones, and then they only lasted like 8 months. And then I ended up getting the SteelSeries because the quality was still there. And I ended up getting the new ones for the my biggest concern and my biggest gripe with all the headset stuff is, why in the heck, it's all freaking Bluetooth. Why the hell can't I have one universal headset? What is this crap that if it works on Xbox, it won't work on the freaking PlayStation, but they all work on the PC?
Hey, look, Geek, do you remember the X04 headset from Turtle Beach?
I'd have to see it. I don't remember it. It sounds familiar. Is it the one that was green?
Hold on.
Was that green with the weird ear cuffs? Yeah.
Still
oh
got
my
it. Still
gosh. Go use your eyeballs. Look in the sink or the right side of the sink. Or
I am using my eyeballs. That's why I sent you that link. Eyeballs used.
Are those the ones you got?
Go, Geek. Dude, I've had those since they came out, man.
Dude, that was a long time ago. But those were
March
the fabric ear cuffs. Yep. Yeah, they were the green ones. Yeah, those are back before they had a higher quality plastic on those.
Like, those things have been.
Oh my god, that microphone, man! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I know you're laughing.
This microphone, dude!
Yo,
holy crap! Look at this microphone, y'all. Do you guys remember back in the day that microphone? That's
man.
Jeez. Oh man, again, as I'm saying though, why can't we have one headset to rule them all? I mean, I want to understand. It's just a freaking Bluetooth. Xbox Bluetooth, PlayStation Bluetooth, PC Bluetooth. Give me one freaking headset. I can go between all of them. All of them. But no, because of the drivers and how they have to do it. The SteelSeries guy, the customer services, you got to take it up with Xbox and PlayStation. They hate each other. And I'm just like, and then you go read the articles on Microsoft Live, and they're talking about how they have headsets, and they were more than willing to make the headset work on on PlayStation, or the PlayStation headsets made by like Steel and all those work on theirs because it's just the same universal driver. But you have this thing from Sony where they got something up their butt, and I'm going to say Sony needs to get over themselves and figure it out real quick. That third-party peripherals shouldn't be in the consumer. I shouldn't have to have two headsets to game on two different systems. And that really bugs the crap out of me, and it's they need to just get over it. Man, that's an old headset, dude.
Yeah,
and they want $95 for that.
Mine's still over there.
Holy jeez, many freaking Christmas, man.
It definitely takes you back. That's for sure, man.
Just wow. We'll see. I know that the EU, not just the UK, but all of EU passed a law that Apple absolutely is hating right now because they have to by 2024 all the smartphones released in the Europe have to use USB. They have to use a standard USB-C port. No more proprietary crap. So I think it's awesome.
Easy. If you're still there, I guess you had the original 600, not the Gen 2 600.
Did you get them open, Calvin? Bring it here. I'll open them. Oh my gosh.
Is not USB. It is the 3.5. Yeah, that's what
did you guys
the XO4. You had the Gen 2s?
Okay. You got it open?
I don't know, man. I don't know if you just got unlucky or something, but
4 months. No, Jay, they've got that review out there. The Turtle Beaches, the new ones, they just most of the plastic claps have been breaking on them.
No, mine are actually mine feel like these that I have for the PlayStation.
They might have changed it, but
that's no, I'm just saying, but for like, because I've already compared them to these, they feel exactly the same on this part of it. So
Microsoft responded to the UK regulators' misplaced concerns over Activision Blizzard mega deal, states that Sony still has the ability to adapt and compete. Oh yeah, they do. And they lay down the law on that one. And 2 years later, new USB comes out. Right. Well, so Dane, to answer that one in technical, they actually just brought out the IEEE just brought out a new USB-C standard, but it's for something. They went back to the numbering system. I can't remember what it is, but it's still the same form factor. It's still going to be a USB type adapter, so it doesn't matter. It's still standardized in the format. It might be a little longer, but it'll still be backwards compatible, just not as much speed. It wouldn't pass me having bad luck.
Yeah, because like everything that I'm looking at it for, they're not complaining about the durability of it. They're complaining about the mic on it, but yeah, it's from my PlayStation. I don't plan to use the mic anyway, so that doesn't bother me.
Well, it depends too. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. I want to see how PlayStation's Discord integration goes. Hopefully, they do a lot better job than Microsoft did with it because it's crap.
We'll have to wait and see though. But easy, since I have it, I'll let you know. Update about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. We'll see what happens with all of that. Mobile game. We can do a topic one night on mobile games. I mean, again, the most mobile I get right now.
Make Geek play a mobile game.
This one. Or you want a mobile game? Hold on. I'll open a mobile game for you. You guys are going to
Rage Down Legends.
Nope.
I had to say it.
Here you go, baby. Man. Sudoku. There you go. That's my mobile gaming
You can't see now. That those numbers are backwards.
Mobile gaming. Sudoku. Yeah, no, I don't do.
Right,
I mean, I can do gaming on the phone. It's just not something that I'm.
Yeah, easy. I'll let you know about them since I have them. for the PS5. I'll give them a test for them, see how they go, man.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, it should be fine, but we'll have to test it and see.
Yeah, these are the ones that I just ended up getting for my PlayStation. Right here is the SteelSeries Arctic, and they work with both the PlayStations and PC.
You know, Easy, you're not wrong. He does have solitaire on his phone. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Have what?
Solitaire.
The
worst part is he doesn't know off the top of his head, so that you win easy. He's got to look and check. He's got to delete it.
No, I don't have to. It's
yep. There you go.
Right there. The three games that are actively on my phone is Sudoku, Solitaire, and then Tap Away. That makes you work on moving pieces and stuff like that. For Bricksteos, and then I have a board game as well. But like a lot of the games I play, a lot of the games and stuff I play are if it's on the mobile. So it's a cybersecurity awareness month. There's 3 games out there right now that are browser based. Do a lot of forensic stuff that are mobile friendly. So I've been doing those. I got stuck on 2 of them because it's I'm probably going to spend like 2 hours tomorrow trying to decrypt a clue to see if I can get to the next level. But cybersecurity games, they don't take any prisoner. This one that was developed by A&M, and it's their cybersecurity team is just But yeah, so I have these for the Xbox PC, and they work in really comfortable. So the ones I have now are black. These ones that are coming for the PlayStation are white, so I can keep them separated. But charge is great. I mean, I get a long charge out of long charge out of them, great range and everything else. So same charger. So I'll have 2 chargers for this. Is the thing that just boggles my mind. They have the exact same freaking charger, the exact same charger. So they just don't work on the other platform.
You know, they could just go with a solid color and let you use it all the way around and just be done with it.
They won't though.
They want that money, bro, and you're spending that money.
Yep. Unfortunately, so I'm just joking. I mean, if you ask my nieces and my nephew when they come over this December from Japan, oh my gosh, the mobile gaming that they do over there is huge. It's all mobile gaming. But I'm not opposed to it. It's just I have to have time for it, and I have other things. But that Switch, and I mean this guy right here, being able to get 3 or 4 hours out of it, and all the gameplay, and just being able to sit there. This right here, Joe, I have a Raspberry Pi, and you know what I'm really tired about with the Raspberry Pis right now? Is because of all the COVID crap and everything else, is it's no longer $60 for a freaking Raspberry Pi. It's more like $160. You used to be able to get them for cheap.
You could go to the store, bro, and get an Apple Pie for like
no, these are little circuit board PCs all in one.
I know.
Get Raspberry Pi and build a Bluetooth hub. I'm not doing that. There is stuff out there that does that, but it's also considered a security risk, because all of a sudden you're intercepting and bypassing conversations and bits, and you can use that authorized access to the device to gain the back door. So that got shot down a long time ago. It's not been unheard of, and it has been done. I keep Call of Duty Mobile on my phone. I don't think I've ever played Call of Duty Mobile.
I have not.
So I mean, Celia had the first Asus gaming phone when it came out, and she used to do a lot of mobile gaming, but that phone sucked. They got a new one out, and she's like, "Oh, there's a new one." I was like, "Are you getting it?" She's like, "No, they're gimmicks." She much rather play again on this or a Switch than on the phone right now, or she just rather play on her phone, which has got some better life to it. So, yeah.
I mean, That is what it is on that one, though.
Yeah. All 3 dogs are in here now.
Yeah, I see. They want the attention now.
Yeah. I'm lucky the big one behind me who has gas isn't sitting in front of my floor fan. No. Puppy. Okay. They smell the pizza. Yeah,
they smell
probably.
Pizza,
yeah. No lick. No lick. I don't like being licked. You know this.
All right, geek. So let's see. Since we're talking about games releasing and stuff coming up. Since we're about the 14th. Let's see. Yeah, because you do actually have. Oh, so that scoring game came out today.
Yep. Came out today, and I think you'll see it disappear from everywhere by next week. I see Doughboys playing it right now. Yeah. No. Just I watched Glad play it. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, because your Gotham Knights will be out. You'll have. Yep. Yeah, I forgot Call of Duty's coming out again. I don't really care for that anymore. I don't play it, honestly. Yep. Jason I have scored. I have the Xbox.
You have fun with it. I mean, I have X-Pass. Watching the disturbingness of it, watch Glad start to finish while I was working, and knocked it out in a little over 6 hours. Some of the stuff I saw was just the game. The developers of that game, all I'm going to say is those guys were on something because of the crap they brought out there. Not only was it confusing, but disturbing across the board. And yeah.
Geek said no, it's not for him.
No, not for me. Living it through Glad vicariously, I'm perfectly fine with that. Mark says I use one PS4 controller on my PS4, and the other I use for use for PCs through Bluetooth. Yeah, yep. So I use the Xbox Elite controllers on both PC and Xbox. You can have both. You can have one hooked up at the same time. Yep. What do you guys think would be a good horror game to play on Halloween?
The best one to
play. When's Requiem come out?
That's you know what? That's a look at.
Is that out by then? I don't remember when that one comes out.
I'm looking right now.
I don't think it's this month. No. It should be this month. I wished it was this month. That would have been great.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That you can come out now. It might be faster if I looked. Just when it came out. Yeah, it's gonna be faster.
Yeah. You can do Returnal as a decent game to play. That's PlayStation, but it's coming to PC. I don't remember what's coming to PC. You have The Medium, which is good. It's a good horror game. It's not free though. Are you wanting multiplayer or single player?
No, Geek, it is out.
Is it out now? Is Requiem for
4 days? No, 4 days.
In 4 days? Okay. Then I would say, what is that? Requiem.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So it's 4 days when it comes out, the 18th.
Requiem what is it? Requiem. What's the whole game called?
Plague's Tale. There you go.
I got it.
That's what it was. I found it. It's just that it wasn't bolded, so I skipped over it.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming to X-Pass, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, because on this list that I have, it says it's coming to PC, Series X, PS5, Switch.
Yep. Now, remember on this one, it's not coming to older generations. The PS4 and the Xbox One, when I was reading about this, they've already come out and said they won't run well on it. This game here, they were saying you needed 3060 or better for it to run decently in your PC.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit last week.
Yeah, we talked about last week.
What was required for it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But that comes out in a couple of days and should be decent play. So if Jason, if you have a an Xbox X or an Xbox S, I would say that'd be a good solid play. Again, I'm not into horror games, so I couldn't tell you for sure.
That's almost like EC's route.
Yeah. Mark, I don't do much horror games. The last one I did was Slender Mountain, 8 pages. I'm not familiar with that one. Wait, Joseph, what? I gotta get caught up on chat now. Last horror movie I saw was Josh Whedon's version of Justice League.
Dogs.
Yeah, decided to sit on my foot.
At least you know the dog's there.
Yeah, it's the small one, so it doesn't hurt.
No one's half the battle, geek.
Yep. G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got coming up. Oh, I forgot Triangle Strategy to come out.
Yeah.
Hyper Demon. What Genom's been playing.
Hyper Demon. Okay. I know that you've got
no, we got what?
That when's the Modern Warfare one coming out? Is that this month or 28th? Next month? 28th, yeah.
Yep. 28th, indeed. Modern Warfare 2 releases there because they had pre-orders on the PlayStation Direct store to them.
I remember Vet was playing last night and kept dying. He's replaying so he can get ready for the release. Yeah, you've got Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed coming out, which my kids are interested in. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves for PC. It's coming from the console on the 19th. I'm no interest whatsoever in Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, because you stop chewing on the cable before, so
get out if you're going to chew on my cables. Out. Doug's got a habit of chewing on crap if you don't keep an eye on him.
That's good enough. Thanks, Gino. Just Gino saying the story or the campaign for Modern Warfare 2.
So stupid they're bringing Uncharted 4 instead of 1. Yeah. Well, I think it's more because of the movie. I am not getting new tales for Borderlands from the Borderlands. I'm sorry. Borderlands has run its course for me, and they need to do something more. And people are like, well, they got Tiny Tina's. That's Borderlands with magic and dragons. That's it.
Came out, yeah.
So Gotham Knights I'm interested in. If it's got the co-op, you got Persona 5 coming to X-Pass.
I see that it's coming to the Switch, but I don't recommend that.
Yep. Star Ocean, we were excited for, and they didn't do anything with the graphics.
Well, we'll see. All right, so here's the thing, right? I was excited for it at first, right? And so then me and Geek are sitting in chat talking about it, and then he tries it out and tells me what exactly it looks like. And from that point on, I'm just like, I'll probably wait until there's a sale on it, and then maybe look at it again. But until that point, it's not something I'm going to jump on like right away. Just me personally, anyway.
Jensen, you have coming out October 28th. They're releasing Resident Evil Reverse on PS4, X1, and PC. Of Resident Evil Village on the Switch on the 28th as well. And they're doing Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion on PlayStation 5, Xbox XS, PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, which is no longer there. They're releasing it for like 2 months and it's gone. And then PC. So you got the Resident Evil games if they're horror games.
Hey, at least you'll get it for 2 months. I mean, 2 months is 2 months.
So you got those. And then in November, I just have to make it from now to November 9th, which is Ragnarok.
I mean, that's not really hard to do, though.
No. I think with the first Descendant, if I get into the beta, they're supposed to make the announcements Monday or Tuesday, or get everything updated so you can get it pre-installed. I'm assuming that we'll get in. That'll fill up a week and a half or so. And then throw in the Destiny Tuesday stuff, my Octopath that I've got to finish up, things like that. So I'm not too worried. And we got Gotham Knights. If it turns out decent, gets decent enough reviews, then I'll have that as well to get me through.
Yeah.
In November. Oh, It Takes Two is coming to Switch in November. That is an awesome game to play as a family or as a couple. Freaking awesome. If you have a Switch and that's where you want to play it, go for it. Sonic Frontiers comes out on November 8th. I'm interested in that one. So more so for my kids. Ragnarok is on the 9th. Ogre Reborn.
Yeah, Jay definitely does.
Really? YS 8 Lacrimosa of Donna is coming to PlayStation 5. Yeah. I think I have that on Steam, don't I? Pretty sure I have it on Steam. Yeah, I do. So they're just bringing it to PS5. They're porting it to PS5. Huh. Interesting. Good game.
This Victoria 3 game looks and like it reminds me of Age of Empires. In a way.
I kind of looked at it. I'm not sure. Oh, we also have Valkyrie Aslium coming out on the 11th. Been watching.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at it just to see about it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but I should have enough to hold me over.
I was looking at ones that were coming out, but I couldn't click on that one because so I actually just had to search instead.
Yeah. So, you guys can expect on my YouTube channel, once we get closer to the last week of October, first week of November, you're gonna start seeing God of War videos from me. Just a warning. As well as a couple others that we're going to be playing. But I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to the first Descendant beta, and then if Gotham Knights is worth it and I play it, I'll probably do some video stuff on that one. Yeah, I can't wait. I just saw Spider-Man Morales is coming to PC. Yeah, I'll probably play that one. I've done the original Spider-Man. I played it. I haven't played the Miles Morales one. If it comes PC, I might probably play that one. But yeah.
Oh, shit, I feel you on that.
And my kids are going to be playing. I know I'm not going to get the Switch. I won't have my hands on the Switch come the 18th. We have 2 Switches in this house, and we're getting the 2-pack already pre-ordered. One will be playing Pokemon Scarlet. The other one will be playing Pokemon Violet. And they'll probably go back and forth, and so I won't see the Switch for probably a good 2 to 3 weeks.
Geek said back in my day, I remember being able to play the Switch.
Yep, not anymore. And I learned the lesson the easy way. Dad's profile is password protected, and I take out my micro SD. They get a different micro SD. I'm not losing, because like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, approaching 200 hours. When I was playing Chronicles 2, I got 60 or 70 hours in, and they saved over the top of it. I was like, mother.
We got to talking about it, and you was like, yeah, let me just boot it up, and I'll show you. And he was like, wait.
Yes.
Wait. And it was all over.
Yeah.
It was all she wrote.
Yep. So, My friend who used to come over just to watch me play the God of War games because he fell in love with the gameplay and story, just bought a PS5 for the... Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. There is one reason I have the PS5. And it's called God of War Ragnarok. I'm not going to make any other thing. I bought it specifically for that. But there's other games, so I might as well get it. That's another reason why Hogwarts... might as well use it for that. Yeah.
No,
anyways,
saying that, like for PS5 games coming out soon, it really just depends. Because, I mean, they do have stuff out that just themselves and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you get Midnight Suns is what, December 2nd, Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's got some really bad mixed reviews, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Now, JC, I still think the old ones were pretty good. Like, I enjoyed them myself. So, I mean, I don't blame you for saying that.
Oh, no, and I wouldn't. So let me put it this way. If we didn't have those, we wouldn't have God of War now. We wouldn't have God of War 4. We wouldn't have God of War Ragnarok. We wouldn't have either of those. We didn't have the originals. Yeah. You know what was weird, Jay, that I was reading today that I need to go back and finish the article on is should you play EverQuest 2 in 2022?
Did you really start reading it?
Yeah, I started reading it. I've got it open and bookmarked. I have to finish reading it. So it might be in second paragraph. But then I got called into a work meeting. I'd have to go find it. It's in the
you had a bookmark.
Surface in the living room. My wife's Surface. But maybe we should do next week. We could revisit MMOs, past and present. Which ones are worthwhile, and what are the changes over the time? Because like when we looked at EverQuest, the base game's still free, but if you want to unlock anything or do anything, you have to freaking pay just to be able to do anything. Just like with World of Warcraft. So
yeah, see, that's the only thing that why I don't want to, because the problem with that is that's just a lot to do.
Yeah.
You said you had that for that, so I'll definitely have to look at it and see, man. Cause I could see myself replaying it again, maybe.
Yeah, let's see.
It's just like when we went back and played D1.
Yeah.
Threw everything back and got to do more on it. I mean,
yeah, because that's why they did it. It's because EverQuest provided a 2022 roadmap for updates and improvements. Huh.
Second one?
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll start tapping a look at that. The resurrects Knights of the Dead for Halloween. Huh. But again, it's you're locked behind paywalls if you want to play it. Then yeah. I'll get all that stuff. We can revisit. That might be a good idea. So
yeah, I mean, because somebody is also
not interested in Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. So. Big Dog is on the floor cleaning himself behind me. Fantastic.
No, so all right. One of the reviews, so it seems like their market is, of course that's messed up, but if you don't use the market, it's probably not too bad.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to look at it and see.
Yep. So if you guys have ideas for us, we're still figuring out a name, by the way. Didn't put it on hold. It's just not as easy it is to think about. But if you have ideas for us to talk about in the podcast and whatnot, please hit us up in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter.
Or on the Discord as well. You can leave it there for us.
Yeah, on Discord. We'll take a look everywhere. And yeah. Jay, you got anything else to wrap it up with? I got to go make the kids dinner, apparently.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the evening, bro. Like, I don't think I really have too much more to add because we're still waiting another week for some stuff to come out and everything. So
yep. I might be gaming later. If I am, I'll fire it up. I don't know if I'm gonna. I might try to simulcast using Restream as a test. If not, you'll probably find me streaming on YouTube because I need to get some more watched hours. Appreciate you guys coming in and easy and everything else. Again, I'm trying to hit that goal of 1,000 subs on YouTube. It was a really good week this week. I think I picked up like 30 subs. Doesn't seem like a lot, but compared to where I was. So now as I grow, CB and Oliver reminded me, he's like, look, you got to, not only do you have to get to the 1,000, you also have to get to 4,000 watched hours. So he said the easiest way to get that is,
I mean, it'd be nice to play a game with, you know, to find something to.
Yeah, so that's why I'm hoping, like, Grounded is a good game, although Jay never wants to play with him anymore. He's never on. He's working on stuff around the house. I get it. Gotham Knights has me excited for that. I'm still trying to get. There's one more update that they're bringing out right now. They should have the Skyrim co-op server fix in place by next week. So that should be useful. What's up, Vegeta? He shows up when we're wrapping up the freaking podcast.
That's life.
You freaking slacker. But yeah, so I'll
does you right there. He's like, yeah, by the way, hey guys.
Yeah. So I will probably, if I do more gaming and I don't know what game I'm going to play, it'll be on YouTube. I'll stream it on YouTube. If I rewatch a video, does that count towards? Yes. So the way that, and Vegeta's here, he can tell us since he's a YouTube snob.
Wow.
So for the 4,000 hours watched is a requirement to get the YouTube version of Affiliate, whatever it's called. It comes from both. I know that CB said it comes from streamed hours and it also comes from watched video hours. Correct, Vegeta? It's a combination of the two.
He said snob.
He said snob. Yes.
I mean, you did call him that. So.
Yeah. So I believe it's a combination of the both.
Yes, I think it is a combination of the two.
Yeah, because I remember when Harris Heller left.
Yeah, it is
Twitch. He just did one live stream with like 1,200 people that came over, and he streamed for 2 hours or 3 hours, and it knocked it all out. And he met all the requirements. Combo of the two, fantastic. So I'm working on that one. I think I have like 1,600 view hours or 1,800 view hours. I'm not worried with the number of videos I've been putting out. It's been going pretty quickly.
You should be proud, Geek, that I've got 43 watch time hours.
Oh, nice.
And
easy, I appreciate that.
Most of the stuff that's put out is 30 seconds long.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's impressive that it's.
Yeah, I'm doing combinations of YouTube shorts and 5 to 7 minute long videos, and there are a couple mixed in there that are longer. I got a video that's scheduled to go out tomorrow for OBS
also,
Twitch.
Geek, this is show number 4.
Is it number 4?
Shoot. Yeah.
Okay, I'll fix that.
It's fine.
It is number 4, yeah. But I got like a video coming out tomorrow, how to play music in your live streams on Twitch and not have it go into the VOD via OBS. So just going to start doing short ones because someone pointed out I need to start doing some more technical videos, not only just the gaming stuff. So that's what I got going. But if you have questions, recommendations, thoughts, hit us up Discord, YouTube, Twitch.
Definitely
comments,
give us any
Twitter.
ideas that you got on Twitter, Discord, or if there's a game or something you want us to try, look at, check out some stuff,
Yep. Vegeta, answer your question. I don't know about my schedule tomorrow. My wife is out doing a girls' night out. And when she gets home, I will find out what the schedule for tomorrow is. I will probably be home, but I do know we have a birthday party we're going to tomorrow night. So I don't know what time I have to get off. But
And just for everybody to know that's on Twitch, me and Geek are both also live over on YouTube at the same time.
Yes. We're doing the simulcast. Fun stuff. I'll send my ideas to my own. Shh, that's a secret.
He said, "See, easy." He said you done ratted him out now.
Yeah. So, anyways, we appreciate everyone that came by, even if they were late. Vegeta targeted the class. See, it's a trend. Easy. Vegeta's never on time to anything, even his own streams.
Wow.
But yeah,
man, all that shade. Man, Vegeta, you might want to chalk down that tree over there, bud.
I'm always on time. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's always on time.
I'm fashionably late. Okay. But we appreciate everyone that stopped by and everything. His own birth. Oh, show up late, get roasted.
Oh man, he said you're always late.
We do appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Just keep an eye out.
Is that why he's so tall, Geek? He was late.
Right. He didn't want to come out, so they just pulled him out, elongated him. Right.
That's why he's so tall.
Yeah.
We figured out what happened to him.
Yeah. Anyways, again, we appreciate everyone that stopped by. You can find Jay on Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube as UnforsakenJ. Did you get? Did you qualify for the handle at UnforsakenJ, or did they send you not? They haven't sent it to you. You can find.
I've got 16 subs, bro. So
you might be able to get it. I don't know if there was a requirement for it or not.
I'm non-existent as a YouTuber, so
okay.
I'll check your emails. Big world like you.
I'm not, but I was told I'd been around long enough, so I qualified. I was happy.
I mean, Geek, I remade the channel, so
yeah,
it's not like that old, bro.
Yeah. So, anyways, you can find Jay on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at UnforsakenJ. You can find me on the same as GMDGeek. Anyways, we appreciate everyone that came out and hung out with us. Again, normally when we were just doing Twitch, we would raid somebody, but with how simulcast works, that's not something that's going to happen or work. So, again, we appreciate everybody. Thank you again. Thanks for the support. We will see you in game and in streams, and we'll see you guys later.
Y'all can just go there. Watch Frosty stream.
Frosty stream. There you go.
Yeah, Frosty.